Hi, hello, welcome to Coding Care. Today I will discuss the fundamental of computer systems. So basic computer organizations, right? So in this chapter we will learn basic operations performed by types of computer systems, then basic organization of computer systems, then input units and its functions, output units and its functions, storage units and its functions, and types of storage used in computer systems. So let me discuss one by one. So first of all, we have to know the basic operations performed by all types of computer systems. Okay. So before we'll start, if you don't have subscribed my channel yet, please subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon. Okay, let's get started. So what is the basic operations performed? What is the mean by basic operations? So basic operations means, let me tell you one example. Let's say, imagine we are human, right? We are every day we are wake up and we are running, walking, eating, sleeping. These operations we are performing in every day, right? So these operations we are performed by a human. In the similar way also, a computer, some operations have there, the computer doing that operations every time or every day, right? So what is the basic operations, right? So before we will start, let me tell you one example. Let's say, imagine one paddy crusher machines is there. You know about the paddy crusher machine, right? So this is the paddy crusher machines, and in the paddy crusher machines we gave the paddy and the machine will crush the paddy and give the output, I mean give the rice. So here we give the paddy, right? These machines, okay, these machines will crush the paddy and here giving the output like rice. Okay, so paddy is the input. After giving the paddy, here it will store, right? Here it will store. This is the paddy. So this is nothing but your storage area. And after crossing the paddy, it will give the output. What is the output? Here rice is the output. So this is the output, right? So this machine is controlled by someone, right? Who is the someone? Human. So human is the controller. Human is the controller. He is control everything, right? This is controlled by human. In the similar way also, in a computer system, one input unit is there, one storage unit is there, one output unit is there, and one control unit is there. Like so, let's say this is a computer. Okay, so we need to send the data, or we give the input. Here it will process and finally give the output. It will produce the output, and all this controlled by someone like control unit. Okay, this is the basic structure. So let me tell one by one what is input unit, what is output unit, what is storage unit, what is control unit. Okay, so here, so this is the input unit, this is the input unit, and after what is the input unit? Input unit is your nothing but data or instruction. Okay, data or instructions. Then after giving the input, it will store the data into the storage area. This is called storage area or storage unit. So this we are giving the data and this data will store here, right? So the storage unit is divided into two parts. One is primary storage, one is primary storage, another one is secondary storage. Secondary storage. So two types of storage are there, one is primary, another one is secondary. After storing the data, then it will process. The process, this data will process by control unit, and another one is arithmetic logic unit, right? So this data will process by these two, control unit and arithmetic logic unit. This control unit and arithmetic logic unit, it's combined together, they called as central processing unit. Central processing unit, simply called as CPU, right? After processing the data, it will produce some outputs. Right? This is the output. What is the output? Same data. Data is the output, right? So this is the basic organization of a computer systems. So one by one we will discuss what is input unit and what is output unit, what is storage unit and what is the control unit, what is arithmetic logic unit and what is central processing unit. What is input unit? Okay, input unit means, so this is input unit. This input unit of a computer system perform some functions. So what is the functions? First of all, it reads the data from the outside world. Outside world means we are giving the data to the input unit, means input unit read the data from us. Okay, so this is nothing but your outside world. Okay, outside world means we are giving the data. How? We are giving the data through the keyboard, through the mouse and through the printer, etc. So we are giving the data or instruction. We are giving the data or instructions. So if we are giving the data or instructions, the input unit must have accept the data, right? But it reads the, what is the functions of input unit? One is it reads data from outside world. Okay, second one is, see, we are giving the data, right? So we are giving the data means we can understand which data we are giving, but computer don't know the human readable format, right? Let's say we pass some, my name Sonu. If you are giving the direct Sonu, this word can understand by us or human. It doesn't understand by a computer systems, right? So this input units, it converts to, this is human understandable format. So this word is converted to computer understandable format or machine understandable format. Right? So this is the functions of input unit. So input unit will convert the data or instruction, right? Convert data or instruction from human understandable format to machine understandable format, right? This is the basic operations is performed by the input unit. Then it sends the data to the storage unit. Here is the storage unit, like storage unit, and the storage unit divided into two parts. One is primary, another one is secondary. So after read the data and converting the data, the converted data sends to the storage unit. So these three performs are send data to storage unit. So these three operations is performed by input unit. Then storage unit. So after giving the data storage unit, what storage input will do? It accepts the data, right? It first one is it accept the data, right? But this data not human understandable format, this data is machine understandable format. So it will then it accept the data and store the data into memory, right? That's all, nothing. It will accept the data and store the data. But there are two storage area, one is primary and another one is secondary. So primary storage means primary and another one is secondary, right? So primary means, let's say in your mobile phone two storage area is there, one is RAM and another is internal memory. So your RAM is your primary memory and internal memory is your secondary memory. RAM is helping to run a program, run a applications, okay, but here also data will store, but this is temporary data, right? Temporary data means if we switch off the mobile, then data will be erased, so it will not store the permanently, okay. But in the secondary storage, data we can store permanently, right? And but here fast in operations, but here in the secondary, as compared to the primary storage, it is slower than the primary, okay. And this is small capacity, like when you buy a mobile phone, your RAM is let's say 4 GB and internal memory is 128 GB. So always primary memory is small capacity and the secondary storage is large capacity, and it's very expensive and it is very cheaper. So this is the basic difference between primary storage and secondary storage. Then after store the data, then it will process the data, right? Who will process? The control unit is there, control unit, and another one is what? Arithmetic logic unit is there, right? So what is the operations performed by control unit? The control unit reads the data from the storage area. It will read the data from the storage area, and it will read the data sequentially. It will read the sequentially and it will perform the operation, and while performing the operations, it will takes the help of arithmetic logic unit, right? If we do some perform like plus, minus, or logical operations like AND, OR, so at that time control unit is taking the help of arithmetic logic unit. So the process goes here only, right? So these are the combination of control unit is arithmetic logic unit is CPU, central processing unit. So this is called the brain of the computer, like everything is here, everything is doing here only, like processing everything. Then after processing the data, okay, after processing the data, then output will be produced, but after processing the data, result will be generated. The results also store in the here in the storage unit, and the CPU will send the output to the outside world. That's why output unit is there. Output unit is there. Output unit. Okay. So this is the input unit. Then this is the storage unit. Here data will store. Then here processing the data. After processing the data, output will generated. But these output, what is the functions of the output unit? Right. Here see. Here data generated, right? But data is in which format? Machine understandable format. Machine understandable format, right? So if you send the machine understandable format to us or outside world, we can't understand, right? So that's why the output unit accepts the data or accept the result, and it converts machine understandable format to the human understandable format like input unit. What is the functions of input unit? It reads the data from outside world and it converts from human understandable format to machine understandable format. But output unit is converts machine understandable format to human understandable format. Then it will give the output to the outside world. So this is the basic computer organizations, right? I hope you are clear now. Thank you guys.